tí ń dágájá lóde. Ìwọ lọmọ ogun láti ò gbọ́dọ̀ tàdí mẹ́yìn. Ọmọ akínníyàn o, àṣírí o. Ọmọ akin tí ò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣojo kókókó lára ọ̀tá ọmọ ńlẹ̀. Dámiláre o, Olúṣẹ́gun o, àṣírí o, àṣírí o. Ọlọ́pọlọ pípé, àṣírí ẹ̀kọ́ kò ní tú lójú ewé o. Èmi ò pè ọ́ fúnkú, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mi ò pè ọ́ fárùn. Àwọn olólùfẹ́ rẹ ni wọ́n ń retí àríyá kẹmúkẹmú lọ́dọ̀ rẹ gbéra. Àṣírí gbéra o, àríyá ti yá o. Àríyá ti yá o.
Try. Honor, love me, oh. Make some noise. Oh boy. When I sit down, sit down, sit down. Sit down. So you people can come out in this era of 570 per liter. In this economy, you people still bought ticket for me. Make some noise. And I want to specially apologize to my premium guests. I know you guys were expecting to sit at tables. You are used to it. I'm sorry, tables have turned. It's not worry. Just enjoy yourself. See, I love the way they brought me up. Like it took me back to my roots. At some moment, I was feeling like a god. Just imagine me, I'm a god. What kind of God do you think I will be? Who said God? Why? I would prefer to be named after a Greek god. Because I love, they name their god in a sexy way. You hear names like Zeus, the god of the skies. Apollos, the god of sunshine. Eros, the god of love. And introducing Asiricomedy, the God of secrets. Oh, but what be this? This one not be Asiricomedy. This is Porteburus. Wala, 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 wala. That guy is a menace. I had an interesting upbringing. I grew up in a very chaotic street in Ibadan. Very chaotic. There's no day if they are not breaking bottle. They will snatch somebody's money. If they didn't snatch somebody's money, they will remove somebody's they will break bottle, they will fight. And guess what the name of my street is? Harmony Street. What is harmonious about a street where there's chaos? The only sin, our street, and you know, streets like that is normal. If you stay in Lagos, Lagos gives street ironical names. For instance, how many patients people are in Surulere? Even Broad Street is very narrow. Dolphin Estate, you don't see dolphin there before. Banana now, you see banana? Epe? No, that one ain't out. My streets. You want to clap, I dey feel you. We are in for a good time. We are not rushing. We want to make love to ourselves. So I'm busy. Don't worry. We dare to get. I'm not rushing it. Just enjoy yourself. Our house in our street is the only sane part of our entire street. Why? Because of my dad. My dad is a very disciplined man. And his discipline reflects even on we, his children, and even his tenants. By the way, my dad is here. Please, let's celebrate him. He's here. Thank you. Ejoko. Now, mathematician, I don't count ticket like that. My dad is very strict. Well learned, studied abroad. So he speaks Queen's English very well. You know, they taught us in school, there are 2 types of English language. British English, Abi? You that person will go to school. British English. What's the second one? American English. What they didn't tell you, there's a third one. They call it Ibadan English. You meet it in my father's mouth. And it doesn't come out until when he's angry. Like, he speaks normal Queen's English when he's in a good mood. But when he's angry, 2 things will happen when my dad is angry. The moment my dad is angry, he will first levitate. What's the meaning of this? Then he will start speaking English. You are a buffoon. Then he will now start throwing H word. This is indiscretion. You are incorrigible. Once my dad said, you are a buffoon. This is indiscretion. You are incorrigible. Run for your life. Oh. He don't be for you. My dad, they're not on the street, but he's notable for his wisdom. My dad is very wise. There's no case my dad cannot settle. In all the entire street, when people have wisdom issues, they come. So our house is the bus stop. The thing don't enter my papa head. So much that my dad now started rearranging our living room. He now got a leather seat. You know those leather seats that when they start growing old, they'll start having stretch mark. That will now be peeling. If you mistakenly throw your phone or anything there, and the phone entered that small hole, SOTLO, you know what the meaning? Sokotelo. That's my dad for you. He will sit on that leather chair. The moment he's on that leather chair, he believes he's wise. He can solve anything. Anything, bring it to him. My dad will sort it. He will now sit on the leather chair. He will be judging the affairs of men. I've seen him solve so many issues. I can't count. At a point, they were telling him that it looks as if what this man cannot do does not exist. One day, my papa sat on his leather chair. He was on his leather chair. One of his friends now called him. Hello, Daddy Ibolewa. You know, at the moment they asked him, where are you? His feeling of importance suddenly dawned on him. My dad sat on the leather chair, looked around. He said, I'm in a town hall. Different from Balabla. Of course, he didn't say that. That was not what he said. My dad looked around. He said, I'm in my chamber. Hey? You go law school? So they know him. Several issues he had solved. There was one particular issue he solved that caused problem. That was the only one I remember. It was a possessed girl. My dad thought the girl has physical issue. You know that anything that has to do with demon is not wisdom. Is violence. Not just violence. So the parents brought this girl. Daddy, please help us talk to this girl. She's too stubborn. She keep breaking things in the house. My dad sat on his leather chair with confidence. Started interrogating the girl. You! Why are you doing that to your parents? Why? The girl just stood up suddenly and said in Yoruba, Mafo! With violence, Mafo! Mafo! Now, it was not the Mafo she was saying that was the problem. It was what she was pointing to as she was saying Mafo. She was pointing to my dad's most prized possession. The plasma TV he bought with his gratuity. This guy said, Mafo! Fifoni, Mafo! I've never seen my dad so humble like that in my life. In his 60s then, he's 75 now. My dad just bent down. For 13-year-old girl, and Timmy. This girl, no sense. This girl left from where she was and launched towards our plasma TV. Mafo! B! She broke our plasma TV with a bare fist. A fist. Oshé, one pie last none. Her fist got stuck in the plasma TV. And she was bleeding profusely. Her fist got stuck in the plasma TV. You don't understand? She was bleeding. Her plasma was dropping inside plasma. You don't get it? Oh. Auntie me, you didn't get that joke. You fail biology. You need to go and do full block count. My dad was angry. You broke my TV. Now a typical Yoruba man, when they're angry, allow them to talk. Don't beg them. When you beg them, it's like you are pouring petrol. The parent now says, Daddy, Emma Binu. Don't tell me, Emma Binu. Don't tell me. Now he's getting angry. But the potentials are coming out. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me. You are a buffoon. This is indiscretion. You are incorrigible. Get out of my house. My dad was very angry. That how will I be solving issues for people, and in the process, I'm still incurring collateral damage. So he crafted the plan. I knew he had the plan. He wanted to reduce the number of people he attends to daily, so that some level of exclusivity in business. So he needed an accomplice for that plan to work. He had no accomplice. Our cousin staying with us, her name is Nike. Nike is a stubborn girl. Nike is so stubborn that you have to call Nike 3 times before Nike will answer you. The day I know that Nike has problem, Nike was right in front of me. I said, Nike. She said, 1. Nike. She said, 2. Nike. She said, sir. 1 yellow. So my dad had a plan with Nike. But I didn't know. But I saw them speaking in hushed tones in the house. So I knew a plan was going on. I didn't know who their first victim would be. But I know that the plan was going on. I knew. On the fateful day, they would test run that plan. My dad was just in his balcony, jejely. One of our neighbors, I can never forget, his name is Mr. Jala. Mr. Jala is a typical Yoruba man. You know those kind of people that when they are coming, they like greeting people. With a very loud voice. You know those people that when they are greeting people, you think they are greeting like 35 people. They can greet you now, like 50 people will answer. Mr. Jala was coming. Daddy. Then he saw my dad. Dad, and I wanted to see you. My dad was like, hey, come. So he came up, met my dad at the balcony. He was like, hey, I'm going through something. So my dad said, wait. Let me go and sit on my leather chair first. My dad sat on his leather chair. And the man started. He wanted to start going. So the problem I'm going through. My dad interrupted. Wait. No, sir, let me say my problem. Wait before you go ahead. My dad entered the second phase of our plan. You look dehydrated, Mr. Ajala. Before you say anything, wait. Nike from nowhere came out with 2 bottles of malt. Mr. Ajala was shocked. What is, I have a problem, you came with 2 bottles of malt. Mr. Ajala was like, Daddy, I said that for you. Malt. He didn't know my dad was leading him on. Hey, malt, drink malt. Mr. Ajala, man, picked the first bottle of malt. As he was drinking, my dad laughed. He carried the second bottle. As he was about to finish the second bottle, he just realized that, I don't mess up. He said, so Daddy, the problem I came here with, my dad interrupted. No, wait. Momot. I want any problem. Leave there. And to party momot. Got a problem? The man was arguing, no, you have to solve my problem. Nike came out from nowhere, pack the bottle of malt. As trivial as that story looked, it now made me realize that in truth, focus is the proof of purpose. If you really can be distracted, then you are not on the path of destiny. Nike is not the only character in our house. Oh, Nike where? I had uncle, Nike. You know, we had a large family, very large family. I had 2 uncles staying with us. How will I forget them? Uncle Tunji. Uncle Tunji normally is a fitness trainer. My fitness trainer is ICU. He's not that kind of fitness trainer. Normally, Uncle Tunji is a fitness trainer, but he broke one. You know, to get money, buy sophisticated equipment. So he can use 50 kilo here. He will use 40 kilo here. So consequentially, he's now having disequilibrium. Uncle Tuji normally, by default, used to work like this. Whenever his friends want to taunt him, they will say, Tuji, how your side? He will come confused. Which of my side? My second uncle, and Uncle Tuji, most of you here know Uncle Tuji, it's just that you don't know. If you have seen this guy's video, Mr. Ari Legbegbe, that guy was doing like this. That's my uncle, he's a celebrity now. My second uncle, Uncle Boye, oh, slim man, gentleman. The only issue is, he has been a welder for 19 years. So for 19 years of using bare hands to cut iron, it has an effect on his palm. His palm has become an adaptive feature. His palm is 1,000,000 times stronger than the average human being hand. One time he was having an issue with someone on our street. Uncle Boy got angry. Just slapped him. Your bad woman waited 3 streets away. She shouted, yeah! Transformer what to blow. Now person when they the transformer call it baduni. Otiku. When they rushed here, the slappy has entered coma. I trust you about people. No, MIG. So they revived the slappy. Both the slapper and the slappy, they marched them to the police station. If you see the slappy's face, mutilated like it was attacked by a pit bull. When they go to the police station, inspector on duty, what is this? Who attacked you? Yoruba woman, Owoni. Speak in English. Na hand. Are you kidding me? You mean someone's hand will do someone like this? You are joking. Inspector, who is the slapper? They pointed to Uncle Boye. Come forward. Uncle Boye, come forward. Let me see your palm. Uncle Boye did like this. Inspector did like this to Uncle Boye's hand. He was just hearing, come. The policeman was inquisitive. He rummaged through his drawer, brought out magnets, placed it on Uncle Boye's hand. The thing blew. Bam. Police shouted, Hayoma! What? Police started quoting Constitution. That you can't be brandishing weapon in public. Because according to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, this is an assault weapon. And it deserves a registration number. It has to enter our arms and ammunition register. So in other words, we are going to confiscate this hand. Uncle Boy said, now part of my body. They drafted agreement. You can see. They drafted an agreement that if he will ever be free again, Uncle Boy from that day, he can't be brandishing weapon in public. He needs to be putting his hand in his pocket anywhere he's going. So since that day, this is how Uncle Boy used to walk. So Uncle Boy became a pocketed individual. Anywhere by default. The day he removes it, he breaks the rule. And we had so many tenants too. I can't forget one of our tenants. Very, very fine guy. Newly married. His name is Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe is the equivalent of the Gen Zs of now. Uncle Joe, newly married, fine man. He likes wearing Kango. If you are a millennial, you will know that Kango is the big boy starter pack. Yes or no? When you wear Kango, you feel fly. When you are wearing Kango, if you mistakenly bend down, the person coming from behind you will think you are bicycle seat. Uncle Joe likes wearing Kango. And is a fan of music. Fan of hip-hop music. He likes Tupac. He likes LL Cool J. And particularly, Uncle Joe likes Notorious B.I.G. Now, Notorious. Now, Notorious. Once they bring lights, it is Uncle Joe's apartment you will know. You will used to know that there's light. Once they bring light, we just hear, now, notorious. I know some people so. Notorious. So we're used to it. We, the kids in the compound, we will gather around Uncle Joe's flat, dancing. One particular day, there was light. And we didn't hear, now, notorious. What's going on? All of a sudden, we started hearing, yeah, head by me. It has never happened before. Because our house is the sanest place in the whole street. That's the first time chaos will break out in our house. My dad rushed there. My mom followed, other tenants. When they got to Uncle Joe's apartment, they met Uncle Joe beating his wife. My dad was livid. In my house, you are beating a woman? You are beating a woman? Now it's about the potential. You are beating a woman, Uncle Joe. You are a buffoon. This is indiscretion. You are incorrigible. By now, my mom was tending to Uncle Joe's wife's wound. Then my dad threatened him. If you beat your wife again in this house, you are gone. I won't have you do that. They left. A week after, Uncle Joe beat his wife again. My dad threatened him. My mom tended to the wife's wound. 2 weeks after, Uncle Joe beat his wife again. My dad threatened him. My mom tended to the wife's wound. Then it became a routine. One particular Sunday, I can never forget. We were preparing for church. We just started hearing, head by me. Head by me. To my greatest surprise, this particular day, no one flinched. Now, this is the most delicate moment for a victim of abuse. It's called the face of nonchalance. That point where everyone around you, they are supposed to help you, they start seeing it as a normal thing, so that they are not even heeding to your call for help again. Everybody went about their business this Sunday. Even my dad, in all his wisdom, he didn't go there. He was just pacing. In my house, in the living room. He didn't go there. In my house, in my own house. All of a sudden, he just paused. Like light struck him. An idea came into his head. I just saw him backing my uncle's name. Tuji! Stay one side. Boye! Slim boye. 2 of you, follow me. My dad marched them in a braggadocious way to Uncle Joe's apartment. Follow me. They bust up Uncle Joe's apartment. My dad was like, you this man, I told you to stop beating your wife. You now turn it to culture. It's like fighting is your second language. Don't worry, you will fight. Tuji, stay here. Boye, slim man. Now, look at these 2 people. Pick one person and fight. Uncle Joe adjusted his kango. As he was looking at Uncle Tunji, he started seeing his unequally yoked muscle. That he was becoming threatened. That, no, wait, I don't think I can fight this one. Then he saw Uncle Boye, slim man. With his hand in his pocket, in all his foolishness, Uncle Joe pointed to Uncle Boye. Uncle Joe rushed straight towards Uncle Boye, jumped up and landed a slap. Bang! Thinking he go touch Uncle Boye. Uncle Boye stood there like nothing hit him. His leg was not shaking. I knew he was waiting for an instruction because he was looking at my dad. His leg was shaking. He was looking at my dad. My dad got the gist. My dad just said, Boye! Low weapon. As my dad said, Boye, low weapon, Uncle Boye removed his hand from the pocket, lifted the hand up. For you to know that trouble looms, the moment the hand was flying in the air, NEPA brought light. Uncle Joe's deck resumed play. Now, notorious. He didn't waste time. He landed. Uncle Boye didn't waste time. He landed the notorious slap. Bosh! Ladies and gentlemen, as I speak to you, Uncle Joe is now a relationship advisor. He has written nothing less than 3 books on the subject. See, violence is not the answer. Your wife, your joy. Tame your beast. He never, for once, touched his wife again. And this particular incident, it gives credence to an ideal I've held on for so long. That domestic violence is not what you patronize. It's what you nip in the bud by taking decisive action. Oshe? It's not easy. Being a man is serious responsibility if you don't know. The synonym of being a man is responsibility. Men don't get their flowers enough. I want all the women here, let's do something for once. Only the women. For a minute, think about the men in your life. Clap for them and make noise for them. Only the women. Thank you. Because of a truth, the issues confronting men, they don't usually gain public acceptance. If you want an issue to trend, make it a woman issue. For instance, if you Google the word virginity, 95% of the search result that will come to you is about women. Your hymen, hygienic practices, chastity, your choice. Before you will see something about men. So I became curious. I started narrowing down the search. So I Googled female virginity. I love research. The internet of about 5 billion users, it will interest you that the subject of female virginity has over 36 million search results with appropriate citations from relevant authorities. So I paused. I now Googled male virginity. First off, the moment I entered male virginity, my internet started loading. Now, when the result finally came out, if you see result, the internet of about 5 billion active users barely has 150,000 search results. And even the result that came out, I was seeing erectile dysfunction, low sperm count, impotence, prostatic hyperplasia, prostatic calcification, prostate disorder. Everything was an anomaly. You may be wondering, why the force? Why am I going through all of this, Googling virginity? Because it's a subject I'm emotional about. It's a life I lived for 29 years, 10 months. I got married as a virgin. It's an open secret. I got married as a virgin. Do you know what that means? For close to 3 decades of my life, I did not even. You don't know how serious that thing is. Do you know what it means for a full-grown man in the entertainment industry that travels around the world, tall, in some way handsome, dark, has money, drives a good car, and I did not. It's crazy. When you are in that, I was now a full-grown man walking around with full tank. Do you know what it means? Everything becomes a trigger. I will be reading signposts. They will write educated. I will be reading ejaculated. Even small things like Lekki Peninsula, it means something to me. My friends, they didn't make it easy. If I complain of headache, hey, one of my friends, I will not mention his name. I will let you don't cast. One day I was rolling on the floor. Stomachache. My friend looked at me. This is, he now started diagnosing, this is spermatozoa blockage. Arole God will judge you. What you do? Everything becomes a trigger. You start looking for legitimate ways to live your life because it's a pressure. Being a virgin as a man is pressure. You see things daily. I know I will say have some people here, and most of you may not be used to it. I know, but you see, the few people I know, it's a trigger. Full-time pressure. So I started looking for ways. I told you I love reading a lot. So I stumbled on a concept called transmutation. Stay with me, it's very easy. Transmutation simply means all those energy you would have channeled into your sexual desires, you will simply transfer it to a creative thing, e.g., writing. It now begins to make sense to you why I wrote 4 books before I got married. It begins to make more sense now. After I got married, how many books have I written? 0. I was transmutating. Another way to transmutate is through physical exercises. If you follow my Instagram, you know I go to the gym a lot. Because when you go to the gym, you are transmutating. You start releasing feel-good hormones, the serotonins, the dopamines, the endorphins. They make you feel good. You see? They make you feel relaxed. So that when you are in the gym, you are able to control your food tank status. The gym was working fine, perfectly for me, until one lady enrolled in the gym. I will never forget her. Her name is Sharon. The first day I saw Sharon, she was squatting. Now, people that are familiar with the gym, you know that for you to squat successfully in the gym, you need to set your bum at a very doggy-like angle, and then you go down, and then you repeat the cycle. If Sharon was just squatting silently, I would be fine. As she was squatting, she was counting in a seductive way. 1, 2. Ringtone in the gym. I ran for my life. Instantly, I left where she was squatting. I'm a full tank brethren. And my goal is to maintain the integrity of my virginity. So I ran to another part of the gym where we do cycling. So I picked a cycling device. I was cycling my own jejely. Sharon left squatting and came to the cycling machine beside me. When she got there, you know there are some people, you get some kind of set you will have. You don't climb, you mount. Sharon set her basic potential. As she set her basic asset, it occurred to me, this girl is cooking something. He's cooking. And I won't allow you to break my virginity record. She mounted the cycling machine and she started going jiggy, 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 jiggy. And she was doing jiggy, jiggy. Me, another thing was doing jogo, 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 jogo. Kai! I wanted to run away from the gym. Then this girl stopped all of a sudden. I said, thank God, Sharon is leaving. And she started walking towards me. In my entire life, no one has ever called my name like that before. Sharon looked at me and she said, hey, Asiri. I turned to iPhone. I said, She said, please, I want to cycle again. She now gave me her phone. This time, I need you to record me. She mounted on the cycling machine. She started jiggy, jiggy. She now did something that busted my head. She said, hey, Siri, zoom in. Hey! As I zoom in, something else, zoom out. Since that day in the gym, if I see Sharon coming like this, I will shout and run like that. Gym has casted. Gym is not working for me again as a full tank brethren. And my goal is simple, don't forget. Maintaining the integrity of my virginity. So I discovered the church. How good it is for brethren to dwell together in unity and harmony. The psalmist said, I was glad when they said to me, let us go to the house of the Lord. The church worked perfectly for me. Church people, clap for yourself. Praise and worship. We're dancing. Everything was going fine. You know, praise and worship is like exercise. We're regulated in a spiritual environment. Church was working. Church was working until they transferred our pastor. They now brought a Gen Z pastor. Full of vibes, full of energy. You know this Gen Z pastor, full of fire, full of the spirit, full of energy. Our church became another thing. This pastor has his own instrumentalist. He has protocol team. When he's coming, you'll be saying, over, move. Ego on the move, over. I shop around, over. One day they even push me. I say, when our pastor turned ego, church was supposed to work. My pastor, it was. If you see the way my pastor, the way he preaches with fire. The first day, and he has his own instrumentalist normally. My pastor, and you know instrumentalists are pretty predictable. When you see that tall brother with afro, wearing long sleeve, that's the bassist. That handsome man that used to wear white shirt, rose sleeve, usually that's the keyboardist. There will be one Edmond, he's not tall, he's not short. His leg is not straight, he's not bent. He will now have moderate pot belly. That's the drummer. The first day my pastor preached about David and Goliath, he looked as if I've never had the story before. He can't preach without keyboard. He has every chord, do chord, re chord, mi chord, fa chord, so. The first day he preached about David and Goliath, it was like, brethren, do you know the amazing thing about the story of David and Goliath? It's never a case of tall versus short. It's never a case of giant versus dwarf. It's never a case of confidence and esteem. It's a case of grace. It's a case of favor. It's a case of mercy. It's a case of faith. Una say film. Ushers, collect offering. What? As a result of the charged nature of this, our pastor, his fame went around the city. Girls started coming to our church. En masse. Our church became another, like, if you see girls with braids, they started saying, have you heard about the new sheriff in town? That pastor full of fire. I love his swag. Even Sister Mary, our head usher, that normally, Sister Mary will wear skirt and blouse. Or she wear suit. Now Sister Mary said, because of the new pastor, she's trying to upgrade to her team, to pastor's team. Sister Mary said, don't they wear some kind of thing? Not that it's provocative, but when they notice, say, Sister Mary said, no bad though. But don't forget, church was supposed to be my hiding place. As a full tank brethren, I should not receive triggers in church. But now, girls from the world, they started coming to our church. One day I came to service. As I entered, I saw Sister Mary. I just greeted her. When I entered church, I saw braids. I saw weave on. I saw colognes. I looked for a very sane part of our church. I went to sit down there. I don't want disturbance. I'm a full tank brethren. And I want to maintain the integrity of my virginity. So I sat there. There were empty chairs around me. It was doing praise and worship. I was just dancing. Ba 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 loke ba ba ba. Me, I was minding my business. All of a sudden, I just noticed that Sister Mary was coming with 3 girls. I quickly faced the wall, minding my business. Ba 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 loke. Sister Mary was bringing them towards me. I backed them. Ba ba. All All of a sudden, I just had a light tap on my shoulder. As I look back, I just had, hey, Siri. Sister Sharon, don't find me conscious. I said, what? She came with 3 girls as sisters. I said, what are you doing here? He said, I heard about this church. I said, why did you come? He said, meet my sisters, Aqua and Priscilla. Even if you see Aqua and Priscilla, Sharon, no fine. If you see Aqua, fluid like water. Priscilla, very precise. No, service that day. I was trying my best. Because she was wriggling the same way she was doing jiggy, jiggy, jiggy in the gym. It was the same way she was dancing in church. I wanted pastor to come. Finally, pastor came on stage. I said, thank God. At least when we are preaching, there will not be issue. Pastor came on stage. Brethren, it's a good day. Sister Sharon, right on, pastor. What it concern you? He said, today, before we go to the sermon, I want you to open your Bible to the book of Isaiah chapter 60 verse 1. We are going to be taking our confession from there. Isaiah 60 verse 1 is my favorite verse. Potent scripture. I use it a lot to wage war, to affirm myself. But because of my full tank status and the delicate nature of the situation of my full tank, in my entire life, I've never seen Isaiah 60 in that light before. So we started. Arise and shine. I arose. For your light has come. I didn't come, I busted. What? I had to sit down because some reactions are already going on. And you know, it's not every man that pocket that really want to pocket. It's preventing some exothermic and endothermic reaction. Ask them, they know. So I sat down. I wasn't feeling the service again, I can't lie. Because there's a threat against my full tank. And Sharon is culpable, Aqua is portable, Priscilla is culpable. I wanted the service to end. The service ended. I said, thank God. But I had to remain seated because if I stand up, 24 armies will stand with me. Sharon, with her sisters, why can't she just leave? She still came to me. Cha-cha, my ride is here. See you at the gym tomorrow. Leave here. She left. Then Sister Mary noticed me sitting gloomy, sad in a corner. Sister Mary, innocent sister of the Lord, trying to watch out for a fellow brethren, a fellow brother. She just came to me. Asiri, I noticed you look sober today. What's going on? I wanted to dismiss her. I just said, you know what? There's a lot of burden on my heart. Sister Mary, innocently, you are a man of God. And you've heard the word severally. Learn to release your burden to the Lord. Release what? She went ahead. She said, can you bring your hand? Can we pray for 30 seconds? She said, don't worry. I gave her my hand. By the time we are done with this prayer, dry bones shall rise again. Yeah! But I give glory to God. Upon all this temptation, I was able to maintain the integrity of my virginity. I got married as a virgin October 23. And I didn't just get married as a virgin. I got married to another virgin. That thing is only sweet in the mouth. There's nothing interesting. A virgin, me, inexperienced. My wife, inexperienced. Our first night together, I was chasing my wife like this in the hotel. She was doing like this. She was saying, I don't want to fornicate too. I don't want to fornicate too. I don't want to fornicate. I said, wait, you are married. She said, no. I'm keeping my virginity for my children. Are you planning to download kids? It wasn't easy. Day 1, no access. Day 2, login denied. Day 3, password mismatch. Day 4, problem. By day 5, I started thinking of my friends that had gotten married ahead of me, that have experience. The first unfortunate friend I called was Wole Arole. Hello? Hello, Arole. You don't even allow me to. Oh, she no bole, shana wole, dabo, bufu, oh, then calm down. Can feel it, jade. I said, tell it. I say, calm down. I never do anything. He said, Oguni. He now switch to prophetic mode. Kilon dialowa. Oh yeah, yago. Of course, I disconnected the call. So I called another friend of mine. 2 of them together. Dr. Freak and Damola comedian. They are both academics. Damola is an academic. They both got married ahead of me. So I called Damola. Damola Alpha, what's going on? I know you are married. How did you? Damola said, calm down now. I will send you a 365 pages book on WhatsApp on breaking through your barrier. By the time you get to page 164, you will have your way. I said, Damola, get out. Then all of a sudden it dawned on me. I'm a son of a wise man. A man that solved the issues of a community for several years. And here I am in a corner and I can't call my dad. Pick up the phone. Hello, daddy. Bawoni. No. You really spent money. How are you doing? I said, Daddy, I'm going through something. I need to speak with you. Itamo waduro jelojoko so let that chair me. I said, okay, share it debe. Man, I said, hey, I'm on my leather chair. You can talk. I said, Daddy, since we got married, I've not been able to log in. Customer care wa pe ba won server here she man ri niyen. I said, no, Daddy, me and my wife, like Lokolaya, husband and wife, I've not been able to do anything. Yeah? You've not done anything? Oh, Maleniel. Oh, Jomi. Emiaku. Now you switch to anger. You've not assessed your wife. You are a buffoon. This is indiscretion. You are incorrigible. He continued, he said, well, duro, show it all about it by. I will just give you something. We'll mix it, Wait, don't. Nika came to Lagos the next day. The rest is history. Oh, God. If you need that combination, my dad is still here after. My brother, that thing is not easy. See, the moment I had access, why like this? I did not know that this is what these people have been enjoying this all these days. The moment I entered, the first thing, I started laughing uncontrollably. I entered orgasmic climax. After I finished like this, I now look at myself. Once again, I started feeling like a god. Ashirus. My wife now replied, God of ejaculation. It's not easy. I entered the place. That is sweet. Boom. And do you know the consequence of being a futile brethren for so long? That thing is in its concentrated state, undiluted. As you are scoring goal. I don't even waste time. I don't carry belly. I say, hey! Well, pregnancy is another thing. No? Women are gods. This is the point where men. No, don't worry, women, don't worry. This one is for men. The men here, they clap for you. The men here, clap for the women in your life and make noise for them. Is that how much you love the women in your life? Clap one more time. Feel it? Like, my wife had it easy. Pregnancy was easy for her. Her story was not like the other stories that we hear that people talk. You know, they say people craving weird things. You know those stories. My wife had it easy. She had it cool. No swelling, nothing. She was cool all through. Please, let me clap for her. Let me clap for this. She didn't stress me. Just that one day in the middle of the night, she said she wanted to eat chalk. The one that got to me most, we bought bread. I said, babe, what do you want to eat with your bread? There is jam, there is butter. My wife said, look at me, go and switch on the generator. I said, I want to use the exhaust of to eat bread. We traveled during pregnancy. We traveled, talking about traveling. I've been privileged because of my job to travel across several nationalities. Asians, they travel light. One suitcase, they are good, they travel. Europeans, one suitcase, one backpack, they travel. Americans, one suitcase, one backpack, maybe another file, they are good. Nigerians, we don't travel. We move. We move. You will see hand luggage inside hand luggage of the hand luggage of the hand luggage. The way Nigerians move. You know, I've traveled several. You see, baggage, when you travel with other nationalities, when you're approaching a baggage reclaim point, it's pretty easy. I know it looks strange to you. You will travel. Baggage reclaim point is that part when you've passed immigration. You will now gather around one round thing. They will now bring your bag for you. That's baggage reclaim. I've taught you that one. Master class. When you approach baggage reclaim point with other nationalities, it's simple. One day I traveled. Virgin Atlantic, I was going from Lagos to Heathrow. When we landed at Heathrow, as I was full flight, 95% Nigerians. When we landed at Heathrow, as I was approaching our baggage reclaim point, you will know it's a Nigerian flight. Started smell of banga soup, iruworo, irupete, red oil, palm oil, and the biggest culprit, crayfish. Crayfish. One mama, when her bag came out vibrating. He attracted the attention of border police. Ma'am, please bring that bag. What is shaking in your bag? Border police were asking. Ma'am, we are afraid you need to open up. Ma'am, open up. Mama succumbed to pressure. Opened bag at the center of Heathrow. One live fowl and one e-goat scampered to safety at the center of Heathrow. And now look as if Mama came to the UK to appease the gods. We traveled to deliver. I didn't know that thing is expensive. When they send us antenatal, we just started antenatal. When I received bills in dollars, I told God, this is an expensive baby. This boy must come with receipt. I cannot give birth to this boy and he will start with crawling. He must start with walking. It's not, he can't go from grace to grace. He starts from grace to grace. For what? I didn't know. When it was time for my wife to deliver, like I keep telling her, don't worry. And I tell you, men here, let me tell you, that crucial moment, make sure you are there for your woman. She will never forget in her whole life. It's one of the few things you will do for a woman. And she will respect you for life. If you have the chance, be there. Hold her hands. All true. It was fun when the doctors were surrounding us. 90% of them, white doctors, they were fine, reassuring that they were female doctors. It was good until they changed shift. They now changed to another shift that had predominantly male doctors. There was one of that doctor, I can never forget that guy's name. His name is Jeff. You see, tall, dark, handsome, even muzzle, not like Uncle Tujio. If you see the way he was coming from afar, Jeff, he just came to my wife's bedside. Even me, we be man, I know say this man handsome. Came to my side, bounce. Then he said, you know what? I'll be monitoring your wife's labor from here. My name is Dr. Jeff. Before I know, you don't pull glove. Can't do it like this. Like you want to start motor. Said, so I want to check how far dilated your woman is. I said, with what? I said, he said, my wife interrupted. Babe, calm down. Allow this man do his job now. Right before my wife said, Dr. Jeff, have your way. Jeff did not waste time. Oh, I think she's 4 centimeters. Okay, let me check again. It's 5. I said, if you check again, if you are not sure whether it's 4 or 5, it's 4.5. When Dr. Jeff left, it was awkward between my wife and I. We were looking at ourselves. I can't tell her, they don't finger you. Then they came back again. This time, 6 doctors, men. They said, you know what? We need to check how far she's progressing again. This time, all 6 of us, we will take turns to check. I say, you want to increase our body count? Pick a representative. More people, they pick Jeff again. Why always Jeff? Jeff came, check. Oh my God, I can feel the baby's head. At that point, I was not important again. Rushed my wife to another part of the world. Started telling her, you know what? Your baby is here. Don't waste your energy. Don't push until you feel the contraction. You will feel a hardness. Push like that. When you feel the hardness, push. My wife had easy. 4, 5 pushes. My baby came out. Wow. It was so real. My baby came out in my own hands. Like I carried him like this. I said, wow, this is the fruit of the integrity of my virginity. The nurse collected my boy from me. Coincidentally, maybe my dad was in spirit. My phone just rang. It was a video call from my dad. My dad just called me through video call. Hello, my spirit is just with you. My daddy, congratulations. You've given back glory to God. Why am I talking to you? Go and give the phone to your wife. So I gave the phone to my wife. Video call. Daddy. You are a strong woman. You can still talk. Glory to God. Oh, wait. Come on, wait. Your lips look dry. It's like you are dehydrated. Nike! I said, Daddy, you're not G. Nike, bow. He said, let me see the face of my baby. So I took the phone. By now, they finished dressing for my boy. The nurses have dressed for him, work clothes for him. So I took the phone. To where my boy is. Set the camera so that my dad can see it. My dad just shouted, Kilele! What is this? I said, what's the issue? I said, what is this? I said, Daddy, what's the problem? I'm not seeing anything. You are not seeing what I'm seeing? Apparently, one of the nurses, while dressing for my child, wore baby kango for my baby. Say, oh, remove this thing. You are a buffoon. This is indiscretion. You are incorrigible. It's been fun with you guys. It's been fun with you. I'm so grateful. Thank you for coming out for me. Thank you.